Non c'è francese, c'è direttamente italiano.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to
La
our
ricerca, non preoccuparti.
Farmers Count webinar. My name is Richard McCarthy. I am president of the World Farmers Markets Coalition. Very excited to see so many of you here on this very specific technical webinar that Giulia Maggi from the International Secretariat will lead. We will be specifically focusing on the sort of the tips for photo and video in Canva. So if you are new to Canva, this will be hopefully very useful. If you are an old pro but wanting to see how we're utilizing this for our campaign, we hope you find this helpful as well. We've slotted 60 minutes for this meeting. We may not need all the time. Regardless, if you have to leave early, we are recording this. And very importantly, do look in the interpretation at the bottom of your Zoom screen for Spanish and for Italian. We are running simultaneous translation. Thank you, interpreters. Hopefully we won't stump you with unusual verbiage in design and video. If you have any questions or you just want to say hi and announce yourself in the chat, by all means do that, and we'll keep an eye on questions as they come in there. Thank you, Manuel and Julia, for pulling this together. And I think over to you, Julia.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Richard, for your introduction. I'm going to share my screen now so you all can just read the slides while I'm speaking if you miss something. Okay, let me know if you can see the slides. Now I'm going to put them bigger so the visibility will be better.
Great, looking good.
Okay, is it all clear? Oh, wait.
Almost.
I don't know where it went.
Manuel, I see some more people waiting in the waiting room.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, all clear.
That I'm presenting with the agenda?
Yes, but it is...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
although it's showing, it's maybe not catching up. There's still some clutter on the screen, but maybe it's the speed of the connection.
I have Manu here helping me fixing this.
Great. Looking good.
No? Okay, wait, just 1 second. I will just pause it and I will do that again.
There we go.
Now?
Yay.
Okay.
Yes. Lovely.
Thanks, Manu. So the agenda for today, of course, we did a small welcome, and then we will move to a small recap of our journey so far. and then we will go through how to make photos and videos, the difference between horizontal and vertical format, and why, when to use it, depending on the channel that you want to focus on. Then I will give you some ideas that you can put in act to highlight your market. And of course, at the end, some tips and reminders for the days that you will do the count at the market. And of course, we will have room for your questions. So what we did so far. This is not our first webinar, as you know. And we did the first one to get to know the campaign. So like we just introduced the campaign to all of you. Then we moved to Canva one that was presented by Manu, where we showed how to create an account and get started on the platform. Then we moved to the preparatory webinar for biodiversity. And that one was specific on campaign A. Then we did Canva 2, where I showed you how to create and edit some layouts that we will give you to finalize everything and be ready for the campaign. Now is the day for how to take pictures and videos at the market. And then this is a new entry. I don't know if you already knew about it, but we will have a last webinar for this campaign A about counting data that you will get at the market on the days that you will count biodiversity. We will share soon with you the official date for that one. Now we delve into the heart of this webinar, and we see how to take impactful photos and videos. So some tips that I would like to give you is to use natural light when it's possible. I know that sometimes it's not possible, even if it's like dark outside or it's a bit cloudy or the weather is not that great. But something that you can use to enhance the light, you can try to buy a ring light. I don't know if some of you already use it or not, but this is something that you can use to have a better light. Then when you face the subject, try to put it towards the light in order to avoid any shadows that could be present in the frame. Then we suggest you to use different angles. For example, low angle to make the people look more dynamic. Overhead shots that are perfect for baskets or produce or just a table full of your produce. And then close-ups that are perfect to capture the details of what you are showing. Of course, we always suggest you to use both. So like to have some content with one angle and other content with other angles in order to have a better overview of what's. And something really important is to capture the movement of the people around. And don't forget that spontaneous moments are like the most authentic one. So try to capture someone that is tasting a sample or a vendor that is laughing or interacting with clients. Then, of course, someone that is counting biodiversity. So if it's the manager or the people that will be in charge of. And also just simply like checking the products at the market to show the people that yes, we are counting biodiversity, but we are also checking that the quality of the product is always good. Then other frame that you could do are just small details. For example, a hand that pick up a fruit or someone that is paying. So we have an exchange of money, but also product. And again, the market manager that checks the products at the market. Yes. Here at the end, I put here a picture that you can check to better understand the three angles that I talked before. So high position, high level, and low position. And something that you should always remember is to be intentional with your framing. So you don't just need to take the photo, but you need to ask yourself what I want to show with this picture, or do I want to tell a story with this video that I'm recording? Some tips here or a suggestion is, for example, counting biodiversity at the market, a spotlight on seasonal products, a journey through the market, and you could use this particular phase, for example, to do a vlog about the day or a point of view from the market perspective, and also a day in a life of a vendor. So what does it mean for a vendor to be there, to be at the market, to count biodiversity, and all these topics that are related. Now I'm going to show you some example for both videos and photos, so you can see better the objective of what I said before. Here we have some horizontal examples of pictures, and all the pictures that I'm going to show to you here are pictures that we made for Campagna Amica markets, or we have some picture from Nairobi's market and also from the Lebanon market that we opened. So here you see different kind of pictures. This one, the first, I don't know if you can see that I'm like highlighting or like focusing on just one picture. This one was with a focus on the flowers, and we wanted really to capture just that one clearly, and then the background was a bit blurry. Then the second picture here was just a girl that was just working. So we wanted to frame that moment. Then if we move on this other picture, it was important to capture both the flowers, of course, because it was an event hosted at the Circo Massimo market. But we also wanted to have a context saying what was going on. So we took in the frame this flyer here saying Il fiore italiano, which means the Italian flower. Then another picture for the big overview, so to have a bigger picture of what was going on that day, was this style that we put. And then the last picture was still about two people that were working, and in this case they were showing how to manage the flowers to create something new. Here I have some examples of videos. I hope you can see them right, but with the connection.
It's working well.
Okay, perfect. And here we have some different examples. For example, the one here was a time lapse. So you can just decide to take your phone or your camera, but the camera is not necessary. If you have like a good phone that can make high quality picture, the phone it's enough. So you can just put the phone somewhere and do a long video in time lapse. If you have iPhone, this will be automatic for you, as you already have like the name time lapse on your camera, and you can show how the market is getting crowded, what the people are doing, and then it will be fast. So you will not have a video of 2 hours, of course, but just like some seconds.
Julia, do you think it's necessary to have like a tripod or something to hold the phone if you're doing something like time lapse? Or is it fine if it's sitting there just as on a stable little part of a table?
It depends on how long you want to do your time lapse. If you want to do it for a minute, you don't need anything. You can just take your phone and hold it in this way if you want the vertical one, or in this way if you want the horizontal format. But if you want to do the video for like a longer time, yeah, I suggest you to take some objects or like put the phone in a certain way, maybe on a table that is blocked and can just stay in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now we move to the vertical examples for pictures. And these pictures were made for another event that we had with Campagna Amica. And also here I've tried to put a different examples of like angles and perspective. For example, here in the first one, there was our chef that was preparing the food to be cooked. So I like this moment of him like cutting. And I also think that these kind of pictures are really good to show to the people what's going on. So it's not just like a fake photo, but it's something that is like really happening in that moment. Then of course, this other picture with the guy showing the mozzarella. Here again, to have a general overview of what's going on. Again, here a close-up with the focus on mortadella. Here, our agri chef. And here are all other kind of focus from the most detailed one, like this one here with the wine and the cheese, and this one with the people that are just eating and participating in what we were presenting.
Julia, when you go back to
yeah.
that, can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Are any of these edited either by being cropped or by editing using the phone technology to make more vibrant or to change the lighting, or are these just straight on shots that you took?
I personally took these pictures here, and they were like, they are not edited at all. So
Okay.
I just took the phone. In this case, I took the phone in this way, so in vertical, and I was just like trying to move the phone maybe closer or not, just to have a better light and angle and everything. But is it possible to edit the pictures later? But in this case, these are just natural pictures.
So you move around more and get in to get the close-up.
Yeah.
No, c'è il traduttore.
Then we move to other videos, example in vertical. These one were made for the Nairobi opening market. And here I had, I'm gonna show it to you, this one again. The central one was a close-up, and then the others were highlighting the first one, the farmers that were present, of course, at the market. And the other one, just people that were tasting what the market was offering on that day. Now we go deeper on the difference between horizontal and vertical. So when do we want to use horizontal? We do horizontal shots when we want to mainly capture landscape, and the format that where we want to post this kind of content is YouTube, LinkedIn post, Facebook post, website and blogs, and also presentation and slideshows. And then it's not moving. And instead of the landscape one, we have the portrait format. And when we want to shoot in this way, we use the phone in the vertical way. And we use this one for Instagram post, Reels and Stories, and also Facebook post and LinkedIn post. You will see Facebook and LinkedIn in the both formats, as both of them are fine for the socials. So if you don't want to take one frame in vertical for Instagram and another one horizontal for Facebook, for example, you can just do both of them in vertical and upload them on both social, because that one is fine. What is not great is to post on TikTok and Instagram with the horizontal one, as you will have not as much as visibility as the vertical one while scrolling down on the feed. Now, if you are really pro and you want to make the best out of this campaign, we really suggest you to the format, so vertical and horizontal, and also it will be great if you could do that, and then of course send the videos to us, as we would like to do a final vlog to post it on YouTube. And in order to post it on YouTube, we need to have the horizontal frame. Now we move some video ideas. And I highlighted here some tips or suggestions for you. So first of all, you could do a mini interview, some mini interviews, for example, to a vendor, asking what's special about their products, or how many biodiversity fruits do they have, and if they want to show them to you. So you can just take the frame for all of these and then create a story to be posted online. Then you can show the market from the entrance to the end, of course, focusing on the farmer market count posters or banner or flyers that you will have at the market. You could also focus on some behind the scene. So for example, the setup of the market, or even what's behind of the counting. So the manager or the person that will do the count, interacting with the vendors, checking all the products, in order to have also here a storytelling to share. As we said before, something good to do is the time lapse of the day. I know that of the day could be difficult sometimes, but you could also think of doing not just one video for 2 hours straight, but try to do more than one time lapse and then create a unique one at the end of the day. And also something quickly that you can do with your with the data that you will get is to showcase your favorite discoveries. So for example, today we discovered that we had 10 different kind of tomatoes, or other discoveries that you do. So to do like a top 3 or top 5, depending on your data. Now we move to our recommendation. So something important while doing photos and video is to always ask before filming the people, because someone may not be willing to be in front of the camera, or just don't want to appear in any pictures or video on that day. So always remember to ask permission before filming the people. And we also do that at the markets here in Rome. When I go there and take some pictures or video, I always ask to people, can I take a picture of you? I'm doing this video for this reason. So it will be nice to have you and have your perspective or your feeling. And they will like easily say yes. But if they say no, that's good the same. So you can just try with another person. Then for the videos in this case, try to keep it short and focus because the online attention right now is not that high. So people usually keep attention for 15 to 60 seconds. So maximum 1 minute per video. And each clip should capture a single idea or a single moment. And then you can, of course, do longer edits, but you can use that one to do recaps or storytelling reels or videos to upload on YouTube. Then something that I suggest is to add captions and text overlays, because most of social media videos are watched without the. So if playing something in the video, so if you want to speak to your audience, voice.
Uh-oh. Ah, there we go.
Did you
You're
lose me?
back. Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Where you stopped, so I will redo it.
You're talking about the audience, speaking to the audience.
Oh, yes. About the captions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I always suggest to put the captions on your videos, so even people that are with the mute or without sound, they can read what's going on that video. To do so, you can use tools like Canva or CapCut to add titles, caption, or also to do transition. Personally, I use CapCut and I think it's like really easy to use. You already have some templates in there that you can just discover searching on the Explore section, but you can also make your own edits from scratch. Then, while doing the videos, mention who the vendor is, what is the product that he's selling, and why you are doing this video. Then another point is to think in stories and not just in shot. So as we said before, don't just take picture and post it right away. You always have to have an idea behind the shot or behind the post that you want to share on social media. So what you can do is to use carousel on Instagram and Facebook and to have a linear evaluation. So a pre, like we do for the campaign, a pre, a during, and a post phase. So you can try to do the same. For example, the first picture can be, we are counting. Then if you scroll, you have the second that someone is actually counting. At the end, so the third picture or graphic that you can show is the outcome. So we counted the number of products. And then also try to use your content to invite new people to join you and to jump into the experience and in this case, the campaign. Then last but not least, just practice yourself doing pictures and videos, and it's okay if at the beginning the frames are not perfect, or if you want them to be better, because you will learn just by doing. So every day that you will take a picture or that you will record a video, you will see a difference from the day before. And it's true that just practice can make you better at doing something. And then, as I said before, you don't need a professional camera. I mean, if you have it, that's great. You can use it to have better quality of the picture. But if you have a phone that have like a good quality of the camera, that one is enough. For example, I always use my phone here. I have an iPhone, and I'm glad because iPhone has a good camera, but I also know that Samsung and also other brand of telephones are like great with the camera. So don't think that you need a professional camera, because that one is not necessary. However, you need to do pictures with good quality. That is something that we recommend. But of course, with the phone is enough.
Julia, can I ask a quick question? If the
Yes.
quality is not good, say you're not very happy with the quality, how would you recommend using it if you still have to use that footage? Say it's a little grainy. Are there any techniques that can play up so maybe that it looks like it's an old, Kodachrome or a sepia tone? Are there any kind of tricks that you would recommend using that
Yes.
makes subpar video still kind of work?
For pictures, something good is Photoshop, but I don't have it, so I don't use it, and it's like really difficult to use it. I use you can use Canva directly, because there is like while you're creating the graph, there is like an edit image option, and you can regulate the light or the shadows to make it brighter or with more shadows. You can also decide to highlight more the black part of the picture instead of the white one, and you can just play with that one to find the best fit for you. Another tool that I use is Lightroom. That is an application that I have on my computer. I think it's part of the Adobe, but like the free one, not the paying tools. And that one is also really easy to use. And with that one, you can just manage and regulate the light of the picture in order to put them in a better quality. Or like, I will not say quality, but maybe more better aspects. So highlighting the picture if it's too dark or the opposite.
Well, Julia, this is marvelous. I thank you for orchestrating this kind of guide that hopefully, as you are in your market, managing and navigating your way through products and people, that you will think of Julia whispering in your ear. Make sure you get the right angle. Make sure you try and tell the story. I think now we have a little bit of time. If there are any specific questions that you have, whether you want more detail on, I remember there was a software I had not heard of before that you recommended for editing. I think it was editing.
CapCut?
CapCut, yeah. If there's any details that you wanted more of, now is a great time to raise your hand, probably digitally, so that we can keep track of it. Or if you want to put the question in the chat, that's fine too.
I will show you here from my phone the CapCut and Lightroom, the one that I use. CapCut is to edit the videos, and Lightroom is to make a picture looks good. So CapCut, if you can see, is this one here. And what happened? Okay. And Lightroom is this one in the middle between TikTok and Facebook.
Great, great.
Yeah, I just saw that Manu shared the link for CapCut.
That's marvelous. So if anyone has any questions, I know that Manuel and I can sort of look through the gallery to see if there are any hands up. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't see any. I know that we've given you a lot of information at once. Not only is this webinar being being recorded, but the presentation will be shared. And I have a feeling that's where, when you go through each of the pieces, you may have some additional questions. If you do, of course, you can direct them to us and we'll try and help you should you need any more instruction.
And of course, the presentation will be shared in English, Spanish, and Italian. So you can easily choose the language that you want.
Okay. Well, if there are no questions, we know that your lives, work and otherwise, are overextended as they are. So we recommend you get your phone out, get practicing, and look forward to the additional tools that we will have ready for you in early May. Canva tools and so forth, where you'll be able to embed these videos and photographs that you take, because we'll have it all branded and ready for you to integrate into your social media. Well, then with that, thank you so much for joining us on the dates. This is thank you for reminding us. So the dates for the World Biodiversity Day, World Biodiversity Day is actually the 22nd of May. So the week that surrounds World Biodiversity Day, and Julia, remind me what those precise dates are that we are recommending the first phase of the campaign to begin and to end.
You mean the counting, like the exact counting is from May 19 to 25.
That's right. So 19 to 25. And between now and then, what are the key dates that we should be sharing?
I need to take again the slides. Just give me 1 second. Key dates here. So May 8th, you will receive the material specifically on Canva that you can edit. So you can have the templates that I showed you on the other webinar and more templates. Then May 12th, we will announce on social media the starting of campaign A. We will post on our World Farmer Market Coalition profile, and you all can repost it. So we will have a huge impact on social media on that day. Then we will have the campaign live from 19 to 25 of May, as we said. And then we will also share on the day of biodiversity the official graphic that that you will receive. So on that day, we will celebrate biodiversity all together before doing the counting.
Great. One question did come in at the very end, which is very, very interesting, is, Julia, how do you keep your photos organized?
Great questions. It depends. If you are like, I don't know the name. If you like, I'm a mess, honestly. I live in total chaos, but I live good with that one. So I will never suggest how I do it. But something that I can suggest is to create folders. So for example, you use your phone to take the pictures and videos. As soon as you go home, upload them to your personal computer and divide them into different folders. So for example, all the videos in one folder, all the pictures in another folder. Or you can also decide to create more folders, for example, in the picture folders. In the picture folder, maybe saying products pictures, general pictures of the market, pictures of the people. So you can try to do a segmentation in this way to be in order. I don't know if I will do that, honestly, because I'm a mess, as I said, but I have my frames in mind, so I know how to move around. But folders are the best option.
And actually, that's a very good description of most of our work in farmers markets. We are running to catch up with ourselves because we are running between markets. So we often do not have enough time or enough resources. So it could be that less is more. Maybe you download just those very few images you plan to use, but the remaining ones remain on your phone. I this morning was trying to find 2 photographs that I had taken. I had saved them and their name on my hard drive, but I had no idea when I took them. And the search function, I have an iPhone, but the search function has improved where it somehow remembers whether it is a picture of food or a picture of a person. So that, and of course the calendar, not the calendar, the map and the calendar are 2 ways to perhaps find images so that in a way they're not organized, but they are still waiting for you to rediscover them.
Yeah, and I just saw on the chat that Bilal suggested something good. So if you have an iPhone, you can just put the picture that you like the most with the little heart that we have on the iPhone. So they will go in the favorite folder, and from that one, or you can decide to keep them there, or you can also create other folders on the iPhone, because that one is possible. I have so many on my iPhone.
So many. Okay, well, thank you so much, Julia, for presenting this really interesting information. So be present in the moment, think about what you're taking, try and frame it. And I really like your recommendation to really climb in there and get close to the image so that you're not having to edit so much, because we do not have a lot of extra time. So I think that's really good guidance. And thank you everyone for joining us. We will give you the remaining 15 minutes of your hour back. And interpreters, thank you so much for keeping up with very technical language related to film, to video and photography. And we are so looking forward to the launch of this campaign in May, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Great job.